Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Greg and that's Jess. We're Drip to Journey. If you don't know that already.
Hi.
If you do, welcome back. If not, welcome. Start a new video here. We are going to be going to Melanzana, Leadville today to pick up the microgrid fleece from the giveaway that we just wrapped up. Although that will be in the past by the time you see this. But we had to swing through Denver to pick up a package that was late. And since we're here, we're gonna stop by our favorite torta place, which I believe has the best tortas in all of Denver. It's called Las Tortugas. We're gonna show you it, it's legit. And then we gotta swing up I-70 to Leadville, which is currently partially closed. So hopefully we make our 2:30 appointment in Leadville, otherwise we might have some issues. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. We want to hear from you. And if you shop on Amazon, use the link that we have below, because it gives us a little kickback, and then we can put more gas in the tank. So stay with us, we're gonna have some fun. There's a bear right there.
Holy cow. That was Las Tortugas. We were gonna record more in there, but the TV was up really loud.
Yeah.
Greg thinks that they put the menu in English for him.
That's my claim to fame.
Because when he worked down here in Denver in 2006,
2006.
he used to order down here all the time, and
So
he
I
didn't speak Spanish, and they didn't speak much English, so.
Yeah, I call in and they just answer in Spanish, and I worked with a guy named Oscar, and he told me about the place, and he would have to call in and order it for me in the beginning, and then I started knowing what I wanted, so I could just say a couple words and order it. And then every time I would show up, as soon as I walk in, they go, Gregorio? Because I think I was the only gringo coming
in.
So yeah, if you're ever on Alameda.
Well, they have multiple locations now, but the Alameda one's the original.
The original. I go to the original.
Yeah. Las Tortugas. Highly recommend.
Don't tell everybody though.
Come really hungry because they're enormous.
Yeah.
We finally made it. Took us an hour longer than it was supposed to. The interstate was closed due to a big bad accident.
Yesterday.
Yeah, it happened last night actually. The highway's been closed since last night, but there was at least one fatality, so that's sad. Thankfully there was a detour, so that's just what took a long time. But we're here 5 minutes early. Yeah, we didn't think we were gonna make it on time, so we're gonna get ready to go in and do some shopping.
I just bought a new whip, spent a couple thousand just to cruise it. Shawty said she love me, but I swear she'll never prove it. I never tell her, but I put it in the music. Well, that's okay. All I wanna do is make the best of my whole day. Thank the Lord up above, get the cream on the side, make you laugh to no end. That's the stuff that I love, love. Da 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 da. We can be friends if you wanna. We could just
Excited?
talk if you wanna.
Yeah.
We can hold hands if you wanna. Hey, tell me what you wanna do. We could just laugh if you wanna. Late nights on the stars if you wanna. We could just kiss if you wanna. Hey, tell me what you wanna do. It's like the story of my life. Best friends, but we rocking all the same things. Say you need me, but you really trying to change lanes. Whoa,
I have a big
I
head.
don't even care. In my life, I don't battle with no fear. Fighting dragons, always been a real one. Ain't you saying showing love, you a real chameleon. Get the facts freaking straight, I was
Okay.
so big. Like,
It's done. Made by hand right here. We got some surprises for some people, which they will find out shortly. But $450 later, we're out of there.
Yeah. Expensive day.
Yeah.
Okay, we just left the Melanzana store after hanging out with some people that we met there who recognized us from Instagram. And then we tried to help Brooke troubleshoot some solar problems.
Brooke is one of our friends on Instagram.
Yep.
And in real life.
And in real life. So now we're headed over Independence Pass towards Aspen. We're going to try to get over the pass before it gets dark and then find camp
And we're hoping that it's not snowing up there right now.
yeah.
Because it goes up pretty high and it's a pretty windy road with cliffs and drop-offs. We made it.
12,095 feet. Top
This
of Independence Pass.
One of my favorite drives. I thought it was going to snow up here today. Looks like it didn't. Where are we, babe?
Aspen.
A little town called Aspen. Which has no free camping.
Yeah. No free camping here, so we're headed out of town to look for a camp.
I mean, we are camping outside in Aspen, technically still. There's a bear right there.
Holy cow.
Downtown trash bear.
That is a well-fed bear.
Hey, bear. Hey, bear. Just protecting the locals.
Is that him standing up right there? Or is that a statue?
That one looks to be a statue. Good morning from Aspen. We stayed on the side of the road last night beside this beautiful little river. We're about 4 miles out from downtown. And I'll show you the spot. I don't know if our Prius neighbors slept here or not, but right here on the river. This nice little pull off right off the highway here. But yeah, it's a beautiful spot. We didn't get hassled at all. It's not signed that you can't stay here, so I'm assuming it's all right, but we'll just do one night here because we want to be respectful of the folks in the area and their homes. There's the cheapest property up the way here is probably over $1 million still, so we try to be mindful of everybody, try and keep the spots open, because if we just moved in here, there'd probably be a sign here saying no camping next time. so we'll just move on. But yeah, so up the road here, there is a ghost town called Ashcroft. We've been there in the past, so we're not going to drive up there today. Pop a couple pictures up here if we can. But if you're in the area, check it out. Cool little ghost town. There's also Conundrum Hot Springs Trail just up the road from where we are, which is permit only now. Possibly one of our favorite hot springs. It is the highest hot spring in North America. It sits at like 11,000 feet. It's a 9-mile hike in with 3,000 feet of elevation gain. So we usually backpack in when we go. But yeah, they switched it over to a permit system last 2 or 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
3 years ago now, maybe, because it was getting overloved. So it's for the best. Makes it a little harder to get up there. But it's also probably not warm enough anymore for this point in the year because it's not the hottest hot spring, and it's at such a high elevation that when it gets super cold out, it doesn't stay super hot. So if you're gonna go, get a permit for the best time of the year.
Okay, we are at our first pull-out on the Franklin River. Greg's down there doing a few test casts with the Tenkara rod. A lot of times if we're not really sure what the activity is going to be like, we'll just throw the Tenkara out, see if we get a couple bites. Moving on to the next spot.
My motivation on fishing is not so good this year.
How come?
Fish this year. River flows are too low.
No.
Too many old guys in the water.
There are a lot of people here. I was thinking this river actually looks the fullest that we've been to so far.
Yeah.
So we just need to find our little honey hole and find some fish.
Not right there with it.
Okay, we found another spot to fish. It was a little crowded, but everyone left. Greg already caught one medium-sized one. Ooh, this one's being uncooperative. Nice, in the net. Looking fishy.
Yeah.
Fish numero 3. How's it look? Ooh,
A little smaller than last one. Very brown again, I think.
almost went swimming.
Put up a fight though.
Yeah, it looks bigger than that.
I mean, he's not tiny, but he's not big.
Look at fish. I caught a fish. Was this number 3? 3 for me? Good looking brown trout. Alright, letting this one go, I assume? Okay. You want to see him? Good morning. We fished until dark last night. Greg ended up getting a hook stuck in his hand, actually.
Yeah.
Show him?
I don't think there's much to show.
Oh.
There's a little tiny mark.
Yeah. Thankfully, we used tiny hooks, so.
She had a fish on the Tenkara, which was being difficult to land. I had the net on me. So finally, I was going to drop my rod on shore. And there was a slick rock, and I went down. And when I went down, I was holding the fly in this hand and the rod in this hand. And it just got tight and right into my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a first for me. So fish still wasn't landed, so I took my snips and I cut my line and left the hook in my hand and then went and got the fish and then went up to the van after that and ripped her out. I probably should have videoed that for you guys, but I was a little angry at the time.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't great, but I did get a big fish. You guys saw that. That was the one that was in the clip. So after that, we weren't allowed to camp where we were fishing, so we drove at night to try to find a spot. we ended up in this spot that is okay. It's by the river, but there's a lot of trash everywhere.
Trash
so.
and glass and Swisher Sweets packaging. People be smoking blunts
Yeah,
out here.
real classy.
What do you guys think? Did we have a bear visitor last night? We got these weird marks on the driver's side door of the van that weren't there last night. And I can't make out any claw marks or anything, but I don't know what else it would have been. Some kind of critter. Or a very weird person. But it looks like, I mean, it looks kind of paw mark. And there's bears out here.
It's all muddy.
And it's muddy, which means it was on the ground.
Yeah.
Expert trackers out there, what do you think?
As per usual, we didn't record anything today.
Caught some monster fish though.
We ended up fishing all day. It was a pretty good day. Caught quite a few. We also got pretty tangled up and knotted up and cold. So overall, I'd say it was a challenging success. We are gonna go to a hot springs next, outside of Carbondale, and this one's right on the river. It is Friday evening, so we're gonna see how busy it is and cross our fingers that it's not that bad, so that we need a nice hot soak all to ourselves and warm up.
This was actually one of the first hot springs I've ever been to. It's the second one I've ever been to. But that was 20 years ago almost. And it did not exist on Google back then. It is now on Google Maps and Instagram and probably YouTube. So I'm not having a ton of faith that it's not going to be busy, but we're going to hope for the best. That's not promising. What is this guard?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7
They needed a bigger parking
cars in the parking area. It's down there. There's multiple pools, so that's good. A lot of people here though. Okay.
We made
Wow. We had actually great timing.
it. Yeah.
One of our friends, Lynn Sweet, she was here.
With her
And they were
crew.
ready to go.
Yeah, so I came down, I said hi, and then as we were talking, the rest of the group popped up and got out, and
We inherited their pool.
inherited their pool, which is pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 vehicles still up there. Lots of people here.
Yeah.
So luckily the river's really low,
Yep.
so there's actually a ton of pools right now. It's just probably not going to be quiet.
Yeah.
But
Okay, we'll get a nice little soak in
Yeah.
and hopefully head out before the partying starts.
we'll give you the little tour here. Right behind us is the Crystal River. Across the river is where the bighorn sheep show up sometimes. Good morning, folks. We ended up staying at one of my favorite secret campsites that is not on iOverlander or the Seeker app currently, and it's not gonna get put on there either because It's a secret little BLM land spot that is in a beautiful location right next to a bunch of people's houses though. Pretty amazing views from this spot.
How'd you put on your shoes if you didn't?
I was gonna go out, but it's really windy out there, so I'm gonna stay in. So what we didn't tell you is we kind of slept like garbage because it got really, really windy last night and then the rain rolled in. So we went between feeling like we were blown away and raining a bunch. So we had some tea. We're going to hit the road. We are not sure where we're going. So yeah, that wraps up this video, I think. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment so that you can see more of this random driving around in the future. But yeah, we're working our way towards California. Gonna spend some time there getting back in shape and living the dream.